Namaste and welcome to Returning Home Yoga with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette and today's practice is an AM gentle hatha practice, AM yoga. So let's begin comfortably seated. As always, I highly recommend propping up your sits bones a little with a blanket or a block, towel, whatever you might have handy. Just helps create ease in the hips and the low back. And of course, if you prefer to lay down, if that's more comfortable for you, please go ahead and do so. If you find sitting cross-legged isn't available today, then feel free to have your legs straight or to even come into the butterfly bound angle position. As you settle into your seat, take a moment to remove muscle and flesh from the sits bones by rolling the upper thighs outwards. As you feel the sits bones making a firmer connection into the surface beneath you, begin to notice if the body automatically begins to find its naturally aligned spinal shape. Taking these few moments to really get a sense of the seat settling, the spine beginning to lengthen, and the crown of your head beginning to extend upwards. On an inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. The exhale rolls the shoulders back and down just once, allowing the chest region to have a little bit more space. Bringing attention to the head and the neck. Notice if there's a tendency for the head to tilt upwards, a tendency for it to drop down. And see if the jawline can find that parallel position to the ground. And run the tongue along teeth and gums, encouraging any tension in the jaw to begin to let go. And from the inside out, scan facial features for frown lines around the nose, between the eyebrows, or upon the forehead, encouraging these areas to grow spacious, smoother. The eyes might close or they might settle onto a single spot 2 or 3 feet in front of you. We take an opportunity to discover what might be present physically, and really acknowledging what might be there with a hello or a breath into it. Quite often in the morning we might feel very stiff and our backs might feel a little uncomfortable. Simply acknowledging anything at all that you find as you scan. Welcoming what you do find. From there, we'll shift attention to what might be present emotionally. Is there anxiety this morning? Peacefulness? A sense of lethargy? We have quite a rainy day here as I record today, and rain always makes me feel heavy and a little bit lethargic. So noticing for you, you might have a beautiful sunny day and feel very energized, alive, joyful. And whatever you're noticing, know that it's all welcome. Everything that's present in the body, welcome it. We notice if the mind is having difficulty settling into this space this morning, or whether it's begun to have space between thoughts. From there, we rest attention into the breath. Noticing its current rhythm. And as it begins to deepen, simply follow its inner journey. Does it tend to stay in the upper lung region? Is it expanding down into the lower lungs? Does it tend to stay more in the front body? Or can you begin to sense it filling into the back body? Maybe it seems to be everywhere. And the breath moves along the nadis, these energetic highways, these energetic channels within the body. It's the subtle body, those nadis. So you may not notice breath moving into various areas of the body for quite some time. However, it might be very present for you. As you complete the current cycle of breath, the body returns to breathing itself. And an opportunity to notice if anything has shifted in the physical, emotional, mental bodies, in the breath itself, the energetic body. On an inhale, let's sweep the arms out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart. We'll open practice this morning with the single sound of Om. If you're comfortable to join in, please do so. Inhale. Noticing any inner reverberation from that sound within you. Namaste. And welcome once again. Let's bring the arms out on either side of the body. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, turn your head one direction slowly, please. Pause as soon as you begin to feel restriction. Return attention to the breath. Knowing that the breath will travel along these internal subtle highways into the sensation. On your next inhale, slowly bring head to center. Exhale, pause. Inhale. Exhale, slowly other direction. You might discover one side goes a lot further than the other before it finds restriction. Simply notice. Come to the breath. Next inhalation, head comes through center. Exhale, pause. Release the arms. A few shoulder rolls. We're going to incorporate Kapalabhati breathing. If you're unfamiliar with this breath, feel free to go to the video that teaches it. If you're pregnant, please be very mindful, very, very gentle. Also, if you're menstruating or have any type of congestion. You may wish to place a hand on the belly to get a sense of the belly moving inwards on that forceful exhalation. Let's take a regular breath to start. Deep inhale. Full exhale. We inhale about 3/4 and begin. Keep going. Try to keep the shoulders still, the movement strictly coming from the belly. Strong, forceful exhalations. Few more rounds. Four, 3, 2, 1. Full exhalation. As you feel all the breath come out, gently lift up through the pelvic floor. Inhale. Draw the chin in, holding breath to your own personal capacity. As soon as you feel the urge to let the breath out, please lift the head, exhale fully. As you're ready, head lifts, exhale, and we pause to allow that first round to integrate. Good. One more round. 3/4 inhale to begin. 3, 2, 1. Full exhale. More and more exhale all the way down to the very bottom. Subtle, subtle lift of the perineum right up through to the crown of the head and beyond. Deep inhale. Draw the chin in, lower. Hold to your capacity. Gentle lift of the head, exhale. And again, a few moments of integration, being with the inner dance of prana, life force, that the breath creates within you. And this breath is very detoxifying, helps boost immunity, and is wonderful for toning the abdominal muscles. Okay. Let's roll the shoulders out. Notice the leg crossed in front. Please extend them, giving them a roll. Coming off your prop for some seated cat-cow. Refine sits bones, hands under the knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, place the foot soles together into the bound angle shape. Bring your hands to the ankles, the shins, the knees, wherever you can reach. Seated cat-cow from this variation of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come long. Exhale, bring the legs together, extending them about 3/4 so your knees are slightly bent. Inhale. Exhale, bring belly to thighs, wrap peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Maintain that length in the spine as you begin to straighten through the legs a little or a lot. Really see if you can maintain that flat back where the heart center is moving subtly forward and upward. 3 breaths here, please. Good. As you inhale, lengthen and rise. Exhale, roll the shoulders, open the legs and recross so the other leg is in front. Inhale, arms out and up. As you exhale, take one hand around the wrist of the other. Exhale, begin to open the side body. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, pause as you change hands. Inhale, anchor through sits bones, grow tall. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, pause as your arms separate, shoulders lower. Anchor through sits bones, inhale, grow long. Exhale, fold to one side, hand coming to the ground. Encourage length through the bottom side of your body as well as the top. Gyan Mudra perhaps, first finger and thumb pads lightly touching. As you inhale, subtly open heart skyward. As you exhale, encourage the opposite sits bones to stay grounded. As you inhale, slowly rise, both arms. Exhale, pause, create that distance between ears and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Paying attention what's present in your body. I'm really feeling a lot of tightness through this side down into the buttocks today. So I'm just really using my breath to work with what's present there. On a gentle movement, inhale the heart skyward. Exhale, maybe settle a little deeper. Continue to anchor through the opposite sits bone. So the sits bone of this top side that's opening. Good. Next inhale, please rise. Exhale, pause. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Finger and thumb pads landing so the hands can be tented. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, allow now your arms to relax. Chin to find the throat. Good. On your next inhale, lengthen torso. Use the hands to walk yourself upward. Exhale, roll the shoulders. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, one ear towards shoulder without that shoulder popping up to the ear. Encourage it to stay down and away. Opposite hand could come off the leg. And we use the breath. Good. Release the hand to leg. Inhale, head slowly lifts. Exhale, pause. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other side. Find the initial position first, then explore opposite hand coming off leg. Return to breath always. Release the hand. Inhale, head lifts. Exhale. Once again, notice the leg crossed in front. Let's do a quick change this time. Resettle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, re-lengthen forward. Finger, thumb pads connect to ground. Inhale, lengthen from outer edges of body. As you exhale, allow the arms to relax, and the body to soften in whatever way is available. Inhale, lengthen, use the hands to help yourself come up. Exhale, roll shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your right. Lower the arms. Inhale, anchor, grow tall. Exhale, hug your right shoulder blade a little closer to midline. Next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, other side. Inhale, anchor. Exhale, left shoulder blade hugs in. So the deepening of the twist is coming more from the mid and upper back as opposed from the lower. Next inhale, arms rise. Exhale. Please extend your legs once again. Connecting sits bones back to the ground. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, a little bit of a bend to the knees as belly returns to the thighs, just like we did earlier. This time though, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, see if the legs will fully straighten, maintaining connection of belly to legs. And eventually an exhale straightens the legs fully, whatever that means for you. And eventually we encourage the head to come to the thighs, or to the shins really. Each inhale is an opportunity for gentle length. Each exhale an opportunity for softening, for letting go somewhere. On your next exhale, if it feels appropriate, allow your chin to come towards the throat, the head closer to legs. Good. On your next inhale, use the helping hands. Lengthen the spine, rise. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back. Slide your hands behind you. Inhale, open your heart skyward. As you exhale, hug the shoulder blades towards midline. Let's hold here 3 breaths. As you inhale, rise. Exhale. Let's come into table pose. You need cushioning under the knees. Please use a blanket or a towel. Or if you don't have that handy, just take your mat, put a fold or 2 into it so you create a little bit of cushioning with it rolled. Hands come under the shoulders, fingers are spread wide, middle finger straight ahead. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, begin to round up from the space between the shoulder blades. Feeling the body coming into its cat pose. As you inhale, the heart center comes towards ground, tilt the tailbone, open the heart skyward. Low belly's hugging in here. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, heart center finding the ground. Exhale, round. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, settle the shoulder blades so they're drawing away from each other and create broadness across the collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee towards forehead. Inhale, extend the leg, lift the heart. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, bring the leg straight out from the hip. Flex at the ankle joint, low belly draws in. Inhale. Exhale, cross that leg over. My blocks are in the way, so I'm just gonna move them over a little. Now your toes are curled under and you're extending that heel away from you. You might look over the opposite shoulder. You might on an exhale lower the elbows a little or a lot. On your next inhale, low belly draws in, slowly bring that leg up. As you exhale, bend the knee and bring the leg out to the side. Create 3 circles, each direction. And lower. On an inhale, slowly come into a kneeling position. As you exhale, roll the shoulders. Bring your hands to the heart center. Interlace the fingers so it feels strange, including the thumb. Begin to create some wrist rotations. Both directions. Bring the hands into prayer. Change the cross. And same thing, wrist rotations. Give the fingers a shake. Shake out the wrists. And return to table pose. Reset the table, strong core, strong body. Space between shoulder blades, broadness across collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, other knee to forehead. Inhale, extend the leg, look up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the leg level with the hip. Flex at the toes, low belly hugs in. Inhale. Exhale, cross the leg over so the toes are curled under. The heel is pressing away from you, and the head is turned to look towards that foot. Return to your breath. On an exhale, you might explore lowering the arms a little or a lot. Really pay attention to how it changes your sensation and choose what's appropriate. On your next inhale, low belly is still drawn in, leg comes back. As you exhale, bend the knee out to the side and 3 circles. Each direction. And releasing. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, big toes touch, knees widen a distance that feels appropriate for your body to find a child's pose. Arms extend out in front. And we allow the body to settle and to rest. You might turn your palms up. And you might move your hands so the wrist joints get a little bit more of a release. On your inhale, let's lengthen through the front of the spine. As you exhale, bring one arm close to the legs. Let your palm face down or up, whatever feels appropriate in your shoulder. The forehead might return to the ground or it might be lifted. So plain to discover where you feel the stretch in through your shoulder area. On your next inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly release that arm. Lower. Pause to integrate. Inhale, gentle lengthening. As you exhale, the other arm comes close to the body, close to the legs. Head might lower, it might stay lifted. And we play to discover, should the palm be up or should the palm be down? Good. On your next inhale, let's come up. Exhale, release. Walking the arms further forward, widening a little bit wider than shoulder distance today. Spread the fingers wide, middle finger straight ahead. As you inhale, come in through table. Exhale, curl the toes, broaden the collarbones, create space between shoulders as you lift the knees just a little. Inhale. Exhale, reach the buttocks to the sky and begin to explore lengthening one leg and then the other. A reminder, if this version of down dog is not available, feel free to do half dog on the wall or have a chair, couch, chair handy. Place your hands either onto the back of the chair or onto the seat of the chair for a less intense version. 3 more breaths here. And as you inhale, please walk your hands towards your feet. Let your knees bend. Feel the belly landing onto the thighs. Arms could also rest onto them. Just allowing the body to settle. Place hands to the thighs. If you have the blanket or towel there, just place it off to the side. And as you're ready, inhale, rise. Exhale, roll the shoulders. And coming into Tadasana. Feeling your feet landing below your hips, your hip bones, the anatomy, if that's available today. And allowing your arms to settle alongside you. We move into the sun breath. Hands together at the heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold from the hips. Belly lands to the thighs. Hands come together, flat back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Your legs can become straighter and straighter depending on what's available. Inhale. Exhale, floating forward and pausing here. As you inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Find your sun salute or the half forward fold, Uttanasana. As you exhale, allow your body to become somewhat ragdollish. The neck could relax fully. You might roll the shoulders one direction and then the other. Eventually pausing. Knees are bent as needed. On an inhale, bend the knees. Flat back, inhale, rise. Exhale to the heart center. Pausing. I'm just going to step back a little here for this next pose. Arms release. Half moon. Inhale. One arm comes up. Exhale, folding over. Feel your feet anchored, your head turning. So look towards the foot if that feels appropriate. Or maybe your head would be better to look the other way. On an inhale, see if it's available for bottom arm to come and meet the top. Palms could connect. Next inhale, let's rise. Exhale, lower. Other side, inhale. Exhale, fold into that half moon shape. Encouraging shoulders to be stacked. The feet to equally land you to earth. Where would your head like to be? And on an inhale, bottom arm could meet top. The exhale, the palms could connect. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Rolling the shoulders. Let's come to the one end of your mat. Take one leg behind you, opening the hips to the long end. Inhale, arm shoulder height. Exhale, bend into that front leg so the knee finds its way above ankle. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms come up. Exhale, bend, let the arms come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, let the arms land with the shoulders. Extending right from the heart center as we lengthen. Right from the heart across the chest, out through the arms. Check that the knee is above the ankle and the gaze could turn past those front fingers. Find your power and your strength to move through your day. Calm, centered, powerful. Turn the front palm up, inhale. Finding that peaceful warrior. Using the warrior poses to cultivate this inner strength, this inner balance that will help you move through your day peaceful, calm, grounded. Inhale. As you exhale, let's straighten through the front leg, arms lower. Feet turn forward. Other leg turns right from the hip joint. Turn the heel away from you. Anchor through the baby toe edge of that back foot. Inhale, arm shoulder height. Exhale, settle into your warrior. Again, take the time, check your alignment, knee above ankle. Inhale, leg straightens, arms rise. Exhale, arms lower all the way. Moving warrior, dynamic flow. Inhale. Really dynamic movement. Good. Inhale. This time let your arms settle out from the shoulders. Feel your feet anchored. Feel your body strong, powerful. Cultivating strength. Cultivating inner peace. Front palm turns up. Inhale. Exhale. Feel as that top arm rises, back arm could slide. And we find our peaceful inner center. Inhale, let's rise. Exhale, arms lower, legs straightens. Turn your feet to face forward. Toes are parallel, so to help with that, you could bring your feet actually to the back edge of your mat. Toes are slightly turned towards each other. As you inhale, slide your shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, interlace fingers so it feels strange. Bring the palms to connect. Hands land into the sacrum. Inhale, open and lift the heart. As you exhale, fold from your hips. Really strong legs. Pause here halfway. Inhale, grow longer. Exhale, anchor through the feet, lower head towards ground and allow your arms to rise up over the head in whatever way allows. Come back to your breath. On your exhale, release your arms, hands coming under your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your arms, bring the body parallel to ground. I'm not going to mirror image you here, so please place your left hand under your right shoulder and take your right hand to your sacrum. Inhale, try to stay balanced through the sacrum. Roll your top shoulder, your right shoulder to the sky. As you exhale, that arm might rise up. Feel your feet, stay anchored, strong here. Inhale. Exhale, lower the top arm and place it under your left shoulder on the ground. Other hand comes to your sacrum. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left shoulder rolls upward. Again, try to maintain this flat, balanced position on your pelvis. On an inhale, the top arm could rise. The head might look up. Stay with breath. Good. On your exhale, lower that arm. Hands come under each shoulder respectfully. Inhale, grow long. Lengthen through the spine. Come to your finger and thumb pads. Begin to bend your knees. Walk your feet towards each other. Turn your toes out now and lower your pelvis a degree that feels appropriate. Now you might find that you're just kind of in a half squat. If that's the case, stay for a breath or two and eventually lower onto your buttocks. If your body allows, bring your hands to the ground. See if your pelvis can sink also into the deep squat. Arms press into legs, legs press into arms, and the hands come to the heart center. We find a breath. Now if your heels are lifted here, you can take that blanket, roll it once or twice, and place it under the heels to support them. 2 more breaths here. Good. Releasing the arms. Finding your way onto the buttocks in a way that is available in your body. Extend through the legs, give them a roll. We move into boat pose. Hands come under the knees. Coming to the tippy toes, back is straight, heart center is lifting and rising you upward. Shoulders relaxed if possible. Legs hug in towards each other. Low belly is engaged. And you might pause here with the toes slightly lifted. Maintaining length in the spine and pelvis anchored through the sacrum as opposed to rolling onto the low back. Well, actually it's anchored through the sits bone, so we try not to roll onto the sacrum too much. We see if the legs can lift a little or a lot. It's quite challenging, just do what you can. And maybe the legs extend. Maybe the arms come alongside you. I've got a little shakiness today. We've been shifting concrete slabs and they're quite heavy. My body is obviously saying hello. Alright, as you inhale, let's bend. Bring the foot soles to touch, and the legs are now in a diamond shape for our Gurmanasana, tortoise pose. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, slide your arms under the legs. Just in whatever way they can. Your palms could turn down. And maybe your arms walk out to the sides a little or a lot. We return to the breath, expanding the body, using the energetic highways to travel into tension and tightness, into sensation. On your next exhale, bring your hands towards your ankles if possible. Palms could turn up, and this time allow yourself simply to settle into the more restorative version of turtle. Good. On your next inhale, use your helping hands flat back to come up. As you exhale, roll the shoulders, bring the legs together, extend. We'll come onto the belly. A little bit of back bending, not too intense today. Letting your forehead rest on hands. The legs comfortably apart. And we take a few breaths here, allowing the body to land into this position. Extend your arms out in front of you. We find a Sphinx pose by sliding the elbows in towards body. Noticing how the body responds. And maybe there's availability to come a little closer in. And maybe so the elbows are right below the shoulders. Be with your breath. And as you're ready, slowly release. Allowing everything to relax. From here, let's bend both legs, reaching hands to ankles. Now you might want to start with just one leg at a time. Feel free to. Chin or forehead could rest on the ground. And we simply begin to press ankles into hands, hands into ankles. Encouraging openness across the chest, across the heart. And maybe strong breath begins to lift the body into bow pose, Dhanurasana. Maybe it would be better for your body to return to Sphinx pose or simply to rest. From here, an exhale lowers. If your head was turned one direction, please switch sides. Allowing any spontaneous sighs, yawns, breaths to be expressed. From here, please either find a child's pose, or you might immediately roll onto your back. Length through the back of the neck. If you went into child's pose, feel free to join here when you're ready. There's no rush. If you're on your back, simply draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around the legs. Re-lengthen through the back of the neck. And simply pause here, holding the legs. Bringing attention into the shoulder blades, into the spine, into the sacrum, into the back of the rib cage. And seeing if you can let all these skeletal structures simply relax more fully into the support that's beneath you. On an exhale, legs straighten to sky. Widen the legs, bend your knees, and see if they can come in towards your shoulders, armpit area. Hands can reach to the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees, feet. And we create maybe a little bit of movement, maybe not. From here, the exhale brings the foot soles to touch. Collarbones broaden. Legs eventually return in. Straightening your left leg onto the ground. Opposite hand comes to the bent right leg. Right arm extends out from the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, draw the body over. See if your shoulder blades can stay connected to ground as the buttocks roll off. Head can turn opposite to opposite to legs. So towards the outstretched arm. As you inhale, slowly return through center. As you exhale, that foot lands on the ground. Bend the other leg. Straighten through pelvis, through spine. Both legs hug in. Right leg then extends. Right arm to bent leg. Other arm extends out in that half T shape. Inhale. Exhale, draw the body over. Always a degree that feels appropriate for your personal experience. So important to always allow your body to guide you, no matter what the pose. On your next inhale, return through center. Both legs release into that bent position. And we pause to adjust for length, for straightness. And we find our Shavasana. Now, if you're cool, feel free to place the blanket over you. For grounding, you might place the folded blanket onto the hips, belly, and thighs. We make all these little adjustments for ultimate comfort. Really giving the body the best opportunity to sink into a space of deep rest. Shavasana, the body integrates postures. And those sighs, yawns might be needed. Resting attention into the belly. Please take 3 long, slow inhalations. The exhales longer and slower than the inhalations, if possible. Eventually the breath can be let go, or if it helps you stay relaxed or out of your mind, then please continue with it. as the sound of the singing bowl filtrates into awareness. Begin to notice the feel of your body. Support it. The feel of breath. And eventually the breath begins to deepen. Small movement finds the toes, the fingers, the thumbs. Perhaps a full body stretch is required. Perhaps a hugging of the knees into the chest for a little massage. Little movement side to side. Eventually, one arm comes over your head. Please roll body to that side, pausing. And the exhale with helping hands. Please find your way back to seated. An inhale sweeps arms out and up. Exhale to heart. We close practice with a single Om and 3 Shantis. The word Shanti means peace. As always, please join in if you're comfortable too. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. As always, I thank you for joining me for your practice today. If you have questions or comments, please leave them right below the video here on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Feel free to share with family, friends, colleagues, anyone at all that you feel could benefit from the practice of yoga in a slower, gentler style that I teach. You may also wish to turn on notifications. That way you'll be notified each time there is a new upload to the channel, a new video. And yeah, there's also a little donation button there. If you're so inspired to leave a donation, I would be very, very grateful. Thanks again for joining me, and until next time, namaste.